The history of Alaska region is a long and complex story that involves many different peoples, cultures, and events. Alaska was first inhabited by humans around 14,000 BC, when groups of hunters and gatherers crossed the Bering Land Bridge from Asia into what is now western Alaska. These early Alaskans were divided into several main groups: the southeastern coastal Indians, the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian, the Athabascans, the Aleut, and the two groups of Eskimos, the Inupiat and the Yupik. The first European contact with Alaska was by the Russian explorers in the 18th century, who were attracted by the fur trade. Russia established a colony in Alaska called Russian America. Russia sold Alaska to the United States in 1867 for $7.2 million, a deal that was known as Seward's Folly after the U.S. Secretary of State who arranged it. The discovery of gold in Alaska and the nearby Yukon Territory in the 1890s sparked a rush of miners and settlers to the region who brought with them new technologies, laws, and conflicts. The gold rush also stimulated the development of transportation, communication, and infrastructure in Alaska. Alaska became a U.S. territory in 1912 after a long struggle for self-government by its residents. The territory faced many challenges, such as economic depression, natural disasters, social problems, and political corruption. The territory also played a strategic role in World War II when Japan invaded and occupied two of its Aleutian Islands in 1942. The U.S. military built bases and roads in Alaska to defend against further attacks and to support operations in the Pacific. Alaska became the 49th state of the U.S. on January 3, 1959, after a popular vote in favor of statehood. The new state faced a series of events that shaped its identity and destiny, such as the 1964 earthquake that killed 131 people and destroyed several towns, the 1968 discovery of oil at Prudhoe Bay that led to an economic boom and environmental controversies, and the 1989 Exxon Valdez oil spill that caused ecological and social damage. According to the 2020 U.S. Census, the population of Alaska is 736,081 with a land area of about 665 to 384 square miles, 1,723,337 square kilometers. This makes Alaska the 49th most populous and least densely populated state in the U.S. The population of Alaska has increased by 3.6% since the 2010 census, when it was 710,231. Alaska has a diverse population with 62.3% white, 14.61% Native American, 10.05% two or more races, 6.42% Asian, 3.22% Black or African American, 1.94% other race, and 1.46% Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander 3. The median age is 33.6 and the median household income is $77,800. The gross domestic product, GDP of Alaska in 2022 was about $49.63 billion in real terms, which means it was adjusted for inflation. This was a slight decrease from the previous year, when the state's GDP was about $50.87 billion. The GDP of Alaska represents the total value of all goods and services produced within the state in a given year. Alaska's GDP has fluctuated over the years, depending on various factors such as oil prices, natural disasters, tourism, and federal spending. Alaska's GDP per capita, which is the GDP divided by the population, was about $67,400 in 2022, which was higher than the national average of $59,800. Thanks for watching.